Hey everybody, welcome back to Wild Horizons. My name is Barrett, and in today's video, we're going to be building a new enclosure for my pet Tegu, Toothless. He is like a big puppy dog, so we are going to leave him out while we build a new enclosure for him and redo his completely. So again, if you're new, drop a like down below, consider subscribing, but let's get right into this video. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get these bags into this enclosure. But first, before we do that, we are going to get him out. He's in a free roam, and then we are going to completely take everything out of this. So.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, he just got out of brumation, so we are going to go ahead and get him out of the enclosure. He is about a 4-foot long Tegu. We've had him now for a couple months. He's super docile. He free roams a ton. We got him just before winter, so we had the ability to kind of get him out and play with him and enjoy him for a little while before he went into brumation. But he is basically a 4-foot long lizard that acts like a puppy dog. So he'll sit there, he'll cuddle with you on the couch. He loves to go underneath the blankets. He loves to go under our couch and sit there for hours and kind of just free roam in our upstairs. So this is him going underneath the couch now. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get everything cleaned out the enclosure. So let's get into that. Alright, I'm cutting back in now because Toothless was super confused as to what we were doing. He was like, "What are you guys doing in my enclosure?" But we got him back out and we continued cleaning.
Alright, so now that we got the whole enclosure basically cleaned out, all old substrate, we're going to give it a good wipe down real quick. So let's get to that. Alright, so far we have wiped down half of it, got that going on the time lapse, and then Kylie wearing a mask because it is super fumey with this spray, but it's organic spray, and if you're doing enclosures, I highly recommend it. But it's like a terrarium cleaner.
Isn't really the problem. It's all the dust from this old substrate.
That too, but yeah, also the fumes and everything just inside this little bin. But they'll get all out here once we're finished cleaning. But we will be right back. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get some of the substrate into the base here to create a layer, so let's get to that. Alright, and the next thing we got some mulch, and what we're going to do, we're going to pour all this in, and it's all going to be mixed up together to create a good base substrate. Hi, what do? You want to join too? You want to help? You want to help me?
He probably wants to dig.
Probably.
Alright, so the reason we chose these two substrates
And those two is what we're talking about.
Organic topsoil and cypress mulch is because, stop it, Tegus really like to burrow and bury. So this substrate allows it to be coarse enough but also loose for them to be able to burrow. It's also good at holding humidity since they need a decent humidity temperature. They're from tropics in South America and all the warmer humid regions, so that's the reason we chose those two.
Alright, so the next thing up is we have all of this rope that Kylie got. And it's like a vine, so I'm actually going to lay it out in here first. And then I'm going to tape it up with some duct tape just so I can kind of get it in place where I want to. And then I'm going to use some clear caulk or silicone to adhere it to the background. That way we can kind of create like a little backscape. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so we're changing plans up a little bit. The backdrop that we have doesn't really hold any tape really well, so we're going to try and just use silicone and throw dirt. So far it's worked pretty good. Hang on. Worked pretty well so far, but we're going to continue that for the rest of this. You're doing great.
Thanks.
See how good your throwing skills are. Jeez.
That wasn't good.
Don't break it.
I'm getting this all over me. It's rebounding.
I think you've thrown the same spot like 12 times.
Trying to get all the way up to the border.
You're doing great.
No.
All right, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting everything back into the enclosure that was in there before, and then we're going to be adding some more stuff. So let's go ahead and time lapse that. All right, so everything that was in there before, we just measured the basking spot. It's perfect. And then the rest of this is going to dry overnight. But we are going to go ahead and add some more decorations in here to kind of spruce this up a little bit, because this is looking a little bit too plain. Alright, so we got everything set up, got the lights back on, everything's good to go, everything's been doused pretty well, and then we got some fake plants. So Tegus are very destructive, and I'm sure he will rearrange this setup to be how he wants it, because that's how he rolls. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of clip on how to set up a Tegu enclosure. This is a 8x3x4. I'm sorry, 8x4x4. So I mean, it's a pretty large enclosure, but yeah, it's turned out a little different than what we wanted. But again, when making enclosures, you kind of have to modify what you do. The silicone we were using wasn't really holding the vines that we had planned to use, but we are probably going to be ending up putting them on the top here. So this is a full wooden enclosure that we custom built, but there's a whole wooden portion up here that I think we can hang stuff from. So I think we'll do that at a later date. We don't have the supplies right now to be able to do that, but we will be getting them soon. But I think it's turned out pretty well. So we're gonna let this cure and sit overnight. For right now, he is in there. For the night, we're gonna put some towels and stuff like that in there, because he loves to cuddle up in towels anyways. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and you know, again, it's a pretty straightforward build, and hope you can do something like this at home if you have a Tegu or a large animal like this. But a large water bowl for him to go and bask in, and then we'll put his little water dish that he drinks out of, because he uses this as his bathing bin and toilet bin at the same time. So he dirties this up a lot. But yeah, guys, let's get into this outro. Alright, everybody, well, I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, I know it was a little bit different. I hope you learned something and saw us build a pretty cool enclosure. It's pretty simple, pretty affordable to do. But I hope to see you in the next one. If you're new, again, drop a like down below. Consider subscribing. Drop a comment too, because I read all of them. So I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.